Hello everybody, it's SuffolkBlue, all the way from merry old England, and welcome to the very first ever how-to with SuffolkBlue. What are we going to do today? I was asked by one of my subscribers whether I would have a quick look or do a sort of tutorial around cargo pickup, cargo drop-off using minecarts, because I have used that in episode 10 of my Attack of the B Team Let's Play series. I use a cargo drop-off system, but I'm going to cover today, this is a really basic tutorial. I'm not very good with tutorials, so bear with me. I'm going to do the very best I can. In order to do cargo pickup, cargo drop-off using minecarts, you're going to need to use sort of specific rails which will allow you to pick up and drop off cargo. Now, to make those, I thought I'd show you how to make those first. So the first thing you're going to need to do to make these is detector rails. You can get 6 of them by using 6 iron, set out like that, 1 pressure plate and 1 redstone, and that will get you 6 detector rails. Alright. You then use those detector rails in this fashion. So detector rail in the center, plastic sheets. If you need to know how to make plastic sheets, that's rubber cooked and then cooked again, I think. So lots of rubber sheets are all needed over there. So look at those, look how to make those in your game when you're looking, because that's how you set them out. So plastic sheets, detector rail and chest, and that will get you 2 of those. And then you can also pick up cargo, and I shall show you that in a second. Same thing, exactly the same materials, just laid out a different way, and that will get that. But it doesn't have to just be cargo. You can also pick up passengers, which actually I haven't used in game yet, but I think I'm going to, because it does save it a lot of time. So 1 lapis lazuli, sorry if I didn't show you that, 1 lapis lazuli, 1 detector rail, and the plastic sheets again. So all you're doing is taking the redstone out and replacing it really with lapis lazuli block, not the individual, but again we'll give you those. And obviously you'll need a minecart. That's how you make a minecart. Just 5 iron ingots laid out as that. That'll get you a minecart, and obviously you're going to want a minecart with a chest, so you have a minecart and a chest. Those are the ingredients you're going to need. Let's go and quickly show you how we can use them. So if I open this up to start with, let me take these out to start with, and let me put these in here. 1, 2, 3. And they're going to go around. I have got a pipe system set up just so I could keep this refilled, because I sort of wanted this to... Oh, actually, let's put this all back in here. There we go. Beautiful. So this chest is empty, alright, and this is where the cargo drop-off rail is, just here. So this cargo drop-off rail will instruct a minecart with a chest or with cargo to drop it off, and will place it into a chest or a hopper. And I used hoppers in my own episode 10, and I'll show you how I did that in a second when we go over there and have a look. So this is where it will drop off to, and then these are just impulse pipes that I've put in, impulse ducts, to go and refill up that chest so it was a constant circle. Let's get this rolling this way. So whoop, off it goes. So the the minecart comes round, rolls over the cargo pickup, and has picked up 3. Now if we just sit here and watch, it comes round again, picks up another 3 at a time, and picks up another 3. And whilst all that's happening, in comes from the other box where it's depositing. Oh, a little bit of server lag. That'll pass. Don't worry too much about that. If we go to this one, it's empty all the time. But as the minecart comes in, it empties it out because it rolls over there, puts it in the chest, rolls over here and picks it up, and obviously the pipes are just filling this up. So this is a constant cycle. But you can see that as every time the minecart rolls over it, with the chest in it, it's going to pick up some stuff, then it's going to come over and drop it off. So we've used a very similar principle in episode 10, alright, and that can carry on going forever. So if this was on a circuit, I could be mining and simply putting it in this box and saying, okay, I'm just putting this stuff in here, keep mining, keep mining, keep mining. Don't even have to do anything. Whoosh, off it goes, and it can go and be taken away and dealt with. So that's the cargo pick up and drop one. Now a similar one, although a little bit different, would be the passenger one. So I've made a little station here. This is our little station. We have our drop-off rail first. Very important to have your drop-off rail first. If you don't have your drop-off rail first, what would happen is that you would be picked up by your minecart by one square and then dropped off again by the other. So you'd never leave the station. So it's very important to always make sure that your drop-off rail is first, and that it's far enough away from your pickup rail if you don't have it enclosed in. And I'll show you what I mean when we get to the other side. So this is quite far away. We're waiting for our train. It's late, sadly. There we go. Now I wasn't close enough, did you notice, to this block for it to pick me up. I have to be close enough, and I think it's within 2 squares all the way around. It might be bigger, but let's stand here. So we're about 2 squares away. Let's see if that picks us up now. Waiting for the train, waiting for the trains, always late. Whoa, there we go, a little bit of lag, we're off. Automatically pick me up, didn't have to click anything. Takes me round, and automatically deposits me at the earliest convenience. Because we're blocked in here, this passenger drop-off rail picked this square to drop me off in, because it's the closest, alright? But I was equally far enough away from the pickup point that I wasn't automatically picked up again as I went round. Now if we're going to use these, and we will use these, I'm going to have to find a good place to put them. But if I stand here, so again I'm 2 squares away, I think, maybe 1, 2, yeah, I should be alright. Let's see if this works, or whether we're too far away. I don't want to send it backwards. It works, we're off. And we can travel all the way around the railway system, and then automatically hopefully get dumped off here. Far enough away from that one. Now because this one had a flat square next to this, which it could put me on, it put me there. And I haven't found a way yet of being able to control precisely where these put me, but I think that's something I will test in game to try and find a good spot. But you can imagine in game I can use these to travel to and from the main dig site when it comes to making the large Galacticraft sort of base that I want to make under the water. Alright, so we'll just go back one last time. So again, drop off rail first so that you don't automatically get picked up and dropped off. But off we go. Lovely. And off we go. Alright. Fantastic. Now to help lag, I'm gonna turn these off. That will just help with lag in the server and mean that this one's not going to shut down very quickly. So there we go, that's all shut down, that's not going to work. So, if you remember episode 10, alright, did I not turn that off? I thought I cut that up. Yeah, okay. In episode 10 of my Attack of the BT Minecraft Let's Play series, if you haven't checked it out, there will be a link in this description. Please do go and have a look at it and see. I made something very similar to this, alright. This is my cargo drop-off point. I don't have an automatic cargo pick-up point, but I do have an automatic cargo drop-off point. And what I've got here, alright, so the rails come up, the rail cart would roll up to here, turn around and roll back, and off it goes. But rather than put these into chests, I instead used hoppers, because I wanted originally for my stuff to drop down onto conveyor belts. Now, what I worked out was that I had my hoppers too high. If you have your hoppers close to the ground, so 1 square above, with a conveyor belt underneath, they will drop out their stuff onto the conveyor belt. But I had them 3 too high, so therefore they weren't prepared to drop them out. So I ended up fudging one and coming up with this system. But actually this system is perfect for what I need it to do, which is to get all of these items into one line, to put them through our router item ducts here and send them off to the secure storage and to the dirt house. So this worked out very well for me. Alright, now in the game as well I made a clock at the back here, not using a timer I hasten to add. I used an old-fashioned, because I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy, I used an old-fashioned redstone circuit torch, but clock, but in this, obviously in this mod pack, I can use a timer, and that works, you know, really well. So also under here then we simply used item ducts. Alright, we've simply used item ducts. We did not need to put anything in them, we just literally had to turn them off redstone control so that they were always on. So any item at all, which falls in here will get pushed all the way through the pipes and go into this item duct, item dropper, sorry, which every second will drop out an item, yeah? Which would then come to our conveyor belts and then go off, do you remember, either side, and away they go to our secure storage. So these auto rail drop-off points, auto cargo drop-off points, are really, really handy. What I think I'm going to do in game, if you remember, what I've actually got here, I've got 2 gates, and then the start of the mine is here, and it starts to drop off, yeah? But what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to have a there and there. I'm probably going to put in one of these there and there, so that when I do go, and when I'm in a mine and I'm down here in the mine, and I have a minecart, and I'm like, okay, we'll have to go up to the surface. Oops, I didn't push the damn thing. Whoops. Let's push it and get in it. There we go. So I can come up, and I can be dropped off. Yeah. Although this won't drop me off there. It would drop me off, you know, in a not quite where I want it to be. Let's take that off there now. A little bit of lag, as you can tell, but the clock has stopped ticking. There we go. So I might put those in, because then hopefully it will drop me off and I won't have to sort of get in the way and do a sort of, you know, left shift, get out of the way type of jump out of the way. So I'll probably do that. So this is how we built. I mean, how to build these things, you just sort of have to build them, really. I mean, it's I could do a full how-to build, but I think that's a bit pointless. You just need to watch the episode, really. But there you go. So you can see the minecarts would be coming over, they would be emptying all their stuff back down the mine, and off they go, and this would gently be releasing all of this stuff over 1 second. I used 5 hoppers because, and if we stop this one, 1, 2, 3, oh, should be 3 times 10. Let's take this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 9. Okay, so there's 27 spots in there. A hopper holds 5. A cargo unit unloads 3. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and back again. Okay, because again, remember, hoppers can hold 5. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, just enough. So all of the cargo would automatically be emptied before it went back down again. So it would be an empty. Well, that moved on its own. That would be an empty cargo. So it would come up full and go down empty. Always go down empty. So we used 5 hoppers, 5 cargo unloaders, and then the pipes below. Alright. So that's why we've used it. We haven't really used it properly yet, because I haven't finished all the bits and bobs in game. But essentially this is how I would use it. I'm not saying it's the best use of them. I'm not saying it's the right use of them. This is how I used it, and will allow me to be able to mine for longer, unload automatically, and store and sort automatically too. So if you want to see this in action, alright, go and watch episode 10 of my Attack of the B Team Minecraft Let's Play series. In there you'll see this. It's enclosed, obviously there's a building around it, etc. But go and have a look at that. Like, rate, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time in another how-to, where we'll look at something. Probably we'll look at the coal system, because I did do a brief demonstration of how that worked, but I'll probably do a full build on it, so I can show you how I made it, and I'll make it above ground so you can see all the pipes, and you can see all the necessary vacuums and round robins and dent settings that I used on the item ducts. So that's how for now, and I will see you next time. See you later. Bye bye.